So this is Yoshi. This is Yoshi's Story, created in 1998 for the Nintendo 64, obviously by Nintendo. This is a very simplistic game. I started playing it when I was I guess like in elementary school. This is like my first game console and like the only game that my sister and I knew how to play. So this is the one we play all the time. Very simplistic. The mechanics are super simple. It's kind of limited to the game system, and like obviously it's like an older game, so it's going to be relatively easier. So it's like a very simple joystick, four buttons, triggers, stuff like that. So the objective of the game, like the storyline, is Yoshi is trying to eat all the fruit per level. There's 30 pieces of fruit, and that's literally all you have to do. There's a couple levels. I really forget how many. There's like it's like a storybook type setting, so there are different chapters. Right now, I'm in one of the relatively higher chapters. You can tell that it's higher chapter by looking at the aesthetics, actually, rather than how hard the game gets. There are, rather than just getting the fruit, as you can see, like I have the outer perimeter, the fruit, like you can select to see the fruit, and right now, you can see one of the aesthetic things is the flower in the upper left hand corner, which shows all the petals on the flower, which means that like I have full life because all the fruit is your life, and like if you eat the ghosts and your opponents in the game, I guess you'd say, you get more things added to your flower. So as I was talking about the aesthetics, the in the earlier levels, well, I'm not so doing right so hot right now, but in the earlier levels, there are very soft edges and everything is very round and plump and happy and childlike, and that kind of adds to, first of all, like the target demographic. It's a younger game. It's Yoshi. Kids like Yoshi. Kids don't like Tekken or Mortal Kombat or like very gory things like that. Parents don't want kids to watch stuff like that. But yeah, soft edges, very bright, happy colors, and even the enemies or the opponents in the earlier levels are easier to get around. There's one that was really frustrating, where it was like a mouse with a giant stop sign, and you had to like ground pound to get past him, and we could not figure that out for ages. But figured it out, got past level, succeeded in whatever. Oh, there is actually a lot of detail for the simplicity of the levels. The details actually lie in the fact that like right now where there's just a lot of brown, it's like rock or something. In the earlier levels, it's like grass, and they, instead of like having individual straight like green, not greens, but like blades of grass, they have like yarn. So it's like obviously not realistic, which obviously is kind of not a limitation because this isn't supposed to be a realistic game. It's not trying to like tell you like, oh, this is real life, because that's, they know that's not gonna fly. So they just kind of like played on the fact that it's not realistic, and that's not what people who play this game are looking for. So I hit on that. Oh, and then there's only one kind of view. You can't really like change your perspective, nor would you really need to for this type of game, since it's not like a first person shooter. You don't really need to see what's in front of you for the most part, and it's easier for this type of game to see like the broader picture, because like as you can see, when I was at the top of this kind of tunnel thing, I could see that it disappeared at the bottom, and it would have been more beneficial to see how it disappeared or like what was at the bottom rather than seeing what's in front of me at all times. Back to the story. Like I said, you just eat all the three pieces, and one really sad thing is when you die, you get like there are these little like ghosts that come and like pick you up and like fly you into this like tower thing. So if you do die on each level, there's like maybe 10 Yoshis, all different color. I prefer the green one. The green one is my favorite. But you like die, and then you bring back to this room, and then they like try to like save you or whatever. They like, you pick another Yoshi, and that Yoshi like gets to go on the story and the adventure and stuff. But back to the story, there are a lot of things that prevent you from, like I said, like with each level it gets harder and harder. This game would be considered a game of chance because there aren't many like factors that you can't control. Obviously, like you'd have to be skilled to like get the fruit, like keep your eggs with you, not hit the things that are trying to kill you, obviously. mark your spot. Like there are like little, gaming things that obviously are supposed to make it fun and keep you interested. That add to the fact that, oh look, I got one more. That add to the general like entertainment of the game. Yeah, I pretty much touched on like a lot of things I wanted to mention, but I'm just fast forward here to the end of it because that's where you can see like a lot more of the aesthetics and like how the aesthetics help move the story along. Like it just showed me I had one more fruit left, but like I just won this level, so it does this little like cheery dance here. And then your stats and everything. Yeah, it's not my hottest round, but it is what it is. Oh, just kidding, that's my best. Woohoo! Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. Like this is a section of the chapter of the book. Like it's a chapter of it. This one kind of reminds me of like Badlands and stuff. But it like has like a story like Yoshi's eaten enough fruit and stuff like that so you can go on to the next level. So I hate this next level. These clouds are so hard. I'm very childlike even with the music and stuff. Nothing's too complicated, nothing that you can't figure out if you don't like play it every day. But yeah, that is my presentation. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Bye.